Well, I mean, I think all kids go through, I mean, you kind of want them to go through a rebellious stage. I think it's healthy. It's not fun at the time. They would definitely not call me cool at all. In fact, I think they thought I was more on the strict side. And I think they think maybe they're a little bit less judgmental of me now that they're grown and they're out of the house and, you know, are a little bit older and they don't have children yet. So I think a lot of that changes when your children start to have children and, you know, you begin to understand like a lot of the things your parents did and said. You find yourself sounding an awful lot like them.
Oh, I know that. I don't know if it was from the Bible, or there was a statement about when I was 15, I could not believe how little my parents knew. Yeah. But by the time I turned 21, they had learned so much. My parents. So it's sort of that. I have 3 kids. My youngest was rebellious and continued to be rebellious into his adulthood and had to deal with those issues, and so we didn't succeed. And with the younger ones, with the ones I had with Catherine, they've been fine. I think the answer is having dinner together. I think those families, you end up having your meals together, pays off a lot more than the kind of separation in different times. I feel like that's really paid off for us.
And my mother had a plaque because we said prayer before we ate dinner every night, and my mother had a plaque on the wall, and I always will remember it, and it says, "The family that prays together stays together." So it was really more about the prayer than the meal. I trained, you know, before that and made sure that I was in good condition. And then there's also, you know, we have such superb, you know, stunt people and like a whole department of people to help you train and making sure that you don't hurt yourself. And so a lot of time and effort goes into that. I actually just hurt myself. I hurt myself doing nothing, basically. You know, I think when I know that I'm being physical and I know that I'm taking risks, I'm more careful.
But that's an understatement. I mean, Michelle is always in incredible shape. I remember on the second one when we were down and working in Georgia, and there was a gym in the hotel, and she was I couldn't believe her normal routine workouts. So I think you're...
How did you know my normal routine?
Well, because I knew mine, and I got there after you, and I left before. So I could see some sense of, you know, you have great strength training, but great stamina.
I do. I'm strong.
Yeah.